So, the McRib. Total BS. Okay, people? Don't buy the McRib. It's a con. They've gotten McDonald's has done an excellent job of hyping this product to no end. They've got people through word of mouth just going crazy on this thing, and it's just a lie. It's all marketing. I fell for it. For the first time in a long time, I never go to McDonald's. I never buy fast food. It's been years since I bought fast food, but I bought into the hype, and I was like, okay. It's McRib. People are driving miles to eat it. It's the most popular item. People keep wanting it back. It must be decent. I got me a McRib. Terrible. I mean, alright, it didn't taste necessarily bad, but it just didn't taste good. It was just sort of there. Let me tell you a little bit about my McDonald's history. When I was a kid, growing up in Massachusetts, we didn't really know of any specific great burger places, and and as a kid, they have the Happy Meal. And this is another example of McDonald's fraud. They indoctrinate little kids by putting toys and pretty colors and games on their boxes. And, they do this in multiple areas. They do it in the cereal world all the time, but at least with the cereal world, you're just getting sugar, which, isn't good for you either, but better for you than McDonald's, which is some of the worst stuff for you. It's just junk food. And as kids, we wanted to go there because, well, two reasons. They had the Happy Meal and the playground. As a kid, the McDonald's playground was quite entertaining. At least for us in a small town like Worthington, where we had, didn't really have a lot of big playgrounds. But it's just, and that's why I don't mind that they banned the Happy Meal in San Francisco. Normally that does seem like, it's kind of infringing on people's right to buy, McDonald's or whatever, things to keep their kids momentarily happy. But when you really think about what it's preventing, it's a good thing. They're preventing McDonald's from giving cheap plastic toys that are only realistically going to be played with for a day, maybe two, at most a week, that are quickly disposed of, create a waste problem. It's going to prevent McDonald's from luring kids in with these toys and colors and making them into McDonald's eaters for the rest of their lives. And it's not good for a child to be eating McDonald's for most of their life. I, ate McDonald's quite a bit growing up, and I was obese. I was very fat. And I'm sure it was part of the reason why I ballooned to be so heavy. I mean, even now I don't eat McDonald's much, and I'm still a little bit heavy, but not gaining at the rate that I did then. So McDonald's, it is a fraud. The burgers, when I was a kid, I used to like to get the quarter pounders with cheese, the double quarter pounder with cheese. I think I used to get one double quarter pounder with cheese and one of the straight cheeseburgers and a Coke. Sometimes I'd even get a shake when I was being really bad. And for a while, I went to McDonald's quite a bit. That was sort of my main burger visit. Whenever I needed a burger, there was a lot of nights where I'd just get a burger and watch a sporting event of some sort. And then I found In-N-Out. We moved to Southern California, and we were here for, I don't know, maybe a couple of years maybe 3 years until I found In-N-Out Burger. And that was really when I realized how crappy McDonald's is. It's just not that good. Their fries are good. I will vouch for McDonald's on the fries. They probably put some shit in it that isn't good for you. It has an addictive quality. If there's a reason to go to McDonald's, get the fries. Alright? I'll give them that plug. Because, everyone knows McDonald's fries are pretty good. They blow In-N-Out's fries out of the water as far as I'm concerned. And I think it has something to do with that beef fat that they're fried in. But, But as far as the McRib goes, getting back to the original point of this whole thing, I went and got it, and let me give you the description. It's a really thin piece of meat. It's probably like a, I don't know, centimeter and a half or something. I mean, it's not that big. And, it's just a formless patty. It's almost like the same consistency as one of their burgers, only longer and rectangular instead of circular. And, the meat itself has no flavor. It's obviously reconstituted meat. It has about the same flavor content as the burgers, only maybe even less so. And as far as the burgers are concerned, I mean, they're not anything to write home about. I mean, if you've had McDonald's burgers, they're passable, and that's what this is. It's passable, but passable in a totally just unexciting way. The barbecue sauce has no tang. It's not even that sweet. It's not sweet or tangy. It's just kind of there with a general barbecue-esque flavor, but it really doesn't stand out. I mean, it would be better to slather some Casey Masterpiece or something on there, which is generic, but better than the crap they put on the McRib. And then there's some onion on there and some pickle, which, doesn't really add much flavor either. And then they've got their bun that has that sort of McDonald's bunny flavor, which I'm sure is another addictive flavonoid of some sort that they put in there to. But and so that reminded me of the burgers. The bun, I think, reminded me of the burgers. But by the time I was done, I was like, I cannot believe I got sucked in. I got suckered on this ridiculous. I mean, it is just it's totally pointless. If you want barbecue, I'm in the Bay Area, and we've got Kinder's. My cousin works for Kinder's. I'll give them a little plug because that's a decent barbecue. You get they got ribeye sandwich. This is really good. Great ribs, tequila lime sauce. They've got all their own. I swear I'm not getting paid by Kinder's for this. I'm just doing this because partially because my cousin works there, and partially because it's the best barbecue in this area. And they got all kinds of sauces. They got like the hot barbecue, and the barbecue's tangy, and it's good barbecue. And McDonald's, why you'd ever go to McDonald's instead of going to a place like Kinder's or any of the other barbecue joints you can find in the area it's ridiculous. It's crazy. So don't buy into the hype. Doug Benson, he was one of the first people I heard mention it that sort of got my ear. I hope, I'd assumed that he wasn't getting paid for it because at the time he said it was discontinued. I didn't know that McDonald's was going to bring it back. So Doug Benson, I doubt you're watching this, but if you are, shame on you. Shame on you for plugging. He must have been really high when he had the McRib, if he liked it as much as he did without getting paid for it in that bit. I suspect he was paid for it. But, this is nothing special, even if you're really high. If you're really high, go get barbecue at a local barbecue place. Don't get the McRib. It's, I feel bad for you people who think the McRib is really good, because obviously you have no sophistication in your palate whatsoever. My cousin's one of these people. He likes very simple flavors, and you throw a little sun-dried tomato in, or you throw a little mushroom in, or you throw a little asparagus or whatever. I don't know. There's, any item that has any kind of, you throw a little too much mustard in. I mean, any strong flavor, and he runs for the hills. I know that's a lot of people. You people are missing out on the flavors of life. Some of these flavors it's not going to be that accessible. You can't just boom first try and be like, oh, I either like it or don't like it. Some of these things take time, Swiss cheese, and some people don't like it off the bat. You got to give it time. Some things are acquired tastes. Fishy things. My cousin I don't think likes fishy things. It's important to expand your palate a little. If you think the McDonald's is delicious, other than the fries, that is, which are delicious. But if If you think that anything from McDonald's other than the fries is the cat's meow, as they say, then you do not know what good food is.